In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands All Secret Events guide, I'm going to walk you through all of the ones in the game at the time of launch. They are all time-stamped in the description, so if there's a particular one you need, have a little look at there. I hope you find it useful. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Octo-Bonk Again secret event, I'm going to show you how to do this one. Man, you can see everyone's trying to beat me up, but let me show you where this location is before we start. So the Octo-Bonk is actually located here near the Hoofer Dome, just to the right of Haggletown. So the Hoofer Dome is over there. And you can actually activate a secret event here if you can do some damage to the Octo-Bonk. So if we go forwards here, I'm just going to show you if we're on the bike here what happens. So we'll just attempt a little jump. And you can see no damage. Okay, so you're like, how do I do this? We need to get something bigger. So I'm just driving around looking for something. That bus looks quite interesting, so I'm going to try and get hold of that. So we crashed into it, hijack the vehicle, and then go back to the Octo-Bonk. So now I'm going to try and hit the Octo-Bonk with a bit of welly. Here we go. Nice. So you can see that one eyeball has fallen out of the Octo-Bonk. So we're just going to keep trying to do that. The bus was quite hard to control, so I'm going to try a truck now. Nice. You can see we're doing some serious damage there. If your truck gets stuck or something, you could just get out and try and move it. Now I'm going to try and hit it from this side. Beautiful. Oh, there's the money shot. There you go, Octo-Bonk Again is done. That's a secret event, so hopefully that helped you out. If it did, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. You can see we get the tentacle horns gear unlocked for that, so we can get this interesting look for Pilgor on top of her head there. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands, the Great Climb Secret Event Guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. It involves getting up that epic statue, and if we have a little look on the map, we're at Rad Resort here. So, how do we do it? Well, there's a couple of things here that I want to point out. The first one of which is if you go into here, you can do this without anything else, but it is much harder. So, I'll just show you what we're talking about. There's this little tube at the bottom of the statue here, and if you go in here like this, you will see it activates the event, the Great Climb. And then you've got to climb all the way up there. So it is quite a challenge with a bit of parkour, which I may or may not do here. I might attempt it. But I'm going to give you another option here if you do fail. So let's talk about that before we do the Great Climb. So if you wander around this area, this Rad Resort, you will see that somewhere for sale is something quite interesting. I think it's down here. It says fly away with adventure gear, and you can buy propeller horns for 500 scraps. A bargain, particularly for this secret event that we've got. So if you grab those, then you may want to use them or you may not. But basically this enables you to fly a bit. So I'm holding R1 here and then flying up. So I'll have a little go and see whether I can do it without that. I might speed it up and then we may use this. So we'll see. So let's turn those off for the minute. Okay, let's have a go. You can see we're going okay. Now, if you find any of this tricky, you could hit your L on the D-pad, so the left D-pad, and then that'll really slow it down so you can do some accurate jumping. You may be just super good with Pilgor, and you may be able to do it without slow-mo, but I'm just showing you you could go this way if you so wanted. And certain ones like this, it will make really easy for you just to gradually go up. So you could do that if you want. You can see it's a lot more hair-raising without that on. So as we go up here, you can see that we've got this whole option now with this little bouncy flamingo. And again, the slow-mo here, if you slow-mo on it here, then we can just keep bouncing. And in theory, we may be able to bounce all the way to the top if we can keep this accurate. So I may do that just to make life a little bit easier, because you can see that we've got lots of platforms there and you can go that way if you wish. But I think This may shortcut us, so let's see. Don't know whether it will give us enough height or not. Nope, it's not going to. Okay, so we're going to have to go... We could probably have a slight... Oh no, there we go. There we go. So we can see there. I've just got on that one. And then you can see from here it's getting really difficult because we've got the flames there. And then you're like, well, how the heck do I do the next bit? Is it a wall run? It's looking painful. Have a little look. Yes, we can wall run it. And here. And we jump there. And here. It's a big jump here. Just try and control it. And this way. This way and then jump. So you can see that's a really difficult jump that we've got, but if you want to try it. There we go. And then this one here. Then we've got a wall run up at an angle. Then we can spin around this way. Then do your big jump. Then jump again. Then you probably want to rest on this one. So move your camera above and just move it there. Just wait. So slow-mo back on. Got this one and this one. Then you can see we're nearly there. The jump onto this one. I think this one will hold. Okay, so we've got real nasty jump again. So slow-mo on, and we're going to attempt a bit of a running jump. So we'll go here and run. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Put the brakes on, and then you can climb up the ladder. So we're good. Up we go. So that's the hard way. I'll show you the simple way now with that gear. With the gear, all you need to do is put it on in the wardrobe. So touch pad and then go find the propeller horns like that. And then we do R1. We can go all the way up like this. Just avoid everything as you go up. All the way. And there's the simple way. If you struggle landing, you can also put your slow-mo on to sort that out. Right, so here we go. And you've completed the Great Climb Secret Event. Hoofed it good. Congratulations. When you're here, there's a little bit of gear here that you can get. The drone operator new gear unlocked, and you can see that gets put on our back there. R1 to toggle the drone. Now the drone, if you hit R1, will pop out like this, fly up in the sky, and then you may think you can fly the drone, but you can't. The drone is just looking at you, so be careful. So you can see as I'm moving the left stick, I'm moving Pilgor, and quite why you would ever use that, I don't know, but it's certainly a different perspective. If you want to pop it back, you hit R1 again, and that goes back in like so. Whilst you're up here, if you're careful, you can go down the arm here to get yourself another trinket. So you might want to put your slow-mo on here just to control things again, and just go down real careful here. Remember, if you got that propeller hat though, that would make this a little bit simpler. So I'm just dropping down real careful here and trying not to fall off. But whether we will get there or not, oh, looks like we'll just about roll and get the trinket in style. There we go. Oh, what a place to finish up there. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Wholesome Hunt Secret Event Guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. This is one of the most annoying ones in the game and really hard to find. So you can see I'm in an area here with something interesting or vaguely interesting in front of me. Where am I? We're here just south of Haggletown, and this is where you will find Wholesome Hunt. And it looks pretty simple. All you got to do is go up to this and butt it. Butt it again. Butt it again. Butt it again. Butt it again. Interesting. You're going to do that a lot. I will most likely speed this up, but just keep butting and following them out. One thing to point out is we're getting near those damn defenses, so you may want to take those out before continuing. One little reward is at least you get a trinket following it. Are you excited yet? Now at this point you can see there's an X down there. Maybe that helps us. Very exciting. But no! It was a ruse. Finally, after about 5 minutes of digging, I get to this, and this is your reward. Wholesome Hunt Secret Event is now completed. Those holes were greater than the sum of their parts. You can see I've got 10,764 scraps there. If we hit this, see what we get. What is that? A goodie for our efforts. A tire helmet. Beautiful. And about 1,000 odd things there. But you can see you've now got that look for doing the Wholesome Hunt Secret Event. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Cactus Kerfuffle Secret Event Guide, I'm going to show you how to get this one. So if we have a little look on the map, we are in this location. There's Newtown there that you can see just behind me. And just behind me here is a rather interesting looking cactus. So you can see there's Newtown there. Let's just jump up and see what happens. What is this? Cactus, my friend. What did I just hear you say? Let me try again. Cactus, my friend. Oh, you think you're all that just because you have legs? Well, yes, I do. You laugh at my kind. I've seen how you treat us. I'm sorry, my cactus friend. I didn't know how I treated you. Let's just come a bit closer and I'll show you what's what. Yeah? Talk again. That's all it's going to say. So you know what we got to do. Cactus has got it coming. Cactus Kerfuffle is complete, and check this out. You now have a rather cool outfit. You are now a cactus goat. Beautiful look, huh? Cactus armor you have, which is super spiky and protecty. Very nice indeed. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Recyclator Secret Event Guide, I'm going to show you how to complete this one. You need to be at Pilgore Town for this, and you need to unlock a part of the base, which we're going to do here. To unlock the recycling station, you simply move up to it here, and you can see it's by Vault 55, and it says it's going to cost you 3,500 scraps. To do that, you hit the triangle, make sure you've got enough scraps. If not, just go and bash things and complete events before doing this until you've got enough scraps to do it. With that part of the base complete, you can continue with the event. To complete the Recyclator secret event, you're going to need to find tyres. So you can see we've got this part on the recycling base, and you can see there's a tyre right next to it. So grab that, lick it. So in it goes. And you can see we get a little green bar. Then you've got to look around for more tyres. So have a little look around here and see whether you can find any. So you can see there's a couple up on that area there. So if you've unlocked other parts like the garage, you may have some tyres that you can take from there. So let's have a little look. Yes, indeed. Grab another one. Then if you're struggling to find more, if you've unlocked the garage, you can get yourself a tyre that you can recycle. So you can see this one here, motorcycle wheel. Buy one of those for 5 scraps. bring that forwards. And one more. And we're done. The Recycler secret event is done. You get this little bonus here that we can have on our back, the Manic Mechanic. So you can turn any prop into a vehicle using that. So you just go forwards and you can add wheels and all sorts of stuff and then even drive that, which is quite fun. So see that there? Pretty cool, huh? In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Trash to Treasure Secret Event Guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. To do it, you're going to need 3,500 scraps if you've not unlocked the recycling centre. So if you go over to Pilgore Town, come to this area here, it's this one here that you need to purchase to be able to do this secret event. And there are 2 secret events you can actually do with the recycling station. So we'll hold down triangle to purchase this for 3,500 scraps. There we go. So we've got this here. And there are 2 secret events you can do for this one. One is called Recyclator, which I've got in a separate video. And the other one is Trash to Treasure, which is what I'm going to show you here. Trash to Treasure involves this here. And what you've got to look for are trolleys to be able to finish it. So you can see we've got a trolley up the top here, right? So we're going to get this one here, lick it like this, and pop it in. Now you've got 2 options after this because you've got to get, I think it's 5 trolleys, so that's fine. I will figure this out as we go here, but that's what we've got to look for. And you'll find trolleys spread around the map. So I will just show you some in Newtown, and then I'll talk about an easier way of doing this as well if you want to do it the cheaty way. So when you look around places, you will see trolleys from time to time, such as this one here, and you can lick them like that. And then bring them to your motorbike like this and then hit square to pop them on there. And then we can fast travel back to the Pilgore Town and then pop that in there. So I'll just show you that just to show you that does indeed work. So there is a fast travel point here, I think. So we'll do that. And then if you call your bike again when you're over by the recycling area or the recycling center, then if you hit the right trigger or R2 on the PlayStation, lick that, and then you can pop it in like this. We'll do that, and then we've got 2 done. But there is a way to cheat and do it quicker by just exiting and getting the one above there just to respawn. So if you hit your pause button and go title screen and go confirm, and then just continue, what that should do is reset all of the objects in the game, but keep the progress of that particular event. So when we're back in here, if we have a little look for the recycling center, you can see indeed the trolley has respawned up here, but the counter has been kept underneath. So we'll do this again. So that's 3. Do the same thing again. And then once more. Here we go again. There we go. Lob it in, and you should get Trash to Treasure complete when you've done 5 of them. Caught the litter bug, did you? You'll get this as a reward. So you get the chainsaw face, which is quite a fun one. And if we have a little look at it here, you can see it says R1 to cut things in half. So as you run forwards with it, you should be able to cut certain things in half. There you go. Maybe not everything, but I think quite a lot of things. So you can see quite a clever dynamic there. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Hungry for Ornaments Secret Event Guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. You'll find this one located if you walk around Newtown to this location. Up here is somebody who is after a pizza with a flamingo decoration topping. So you can see the little hint there. And spread around the map in several areas you will find flamingos. So we need to go and get one of those, make a pizza with that, and then we can solve this secret event. Now you'll find flamingos in several areas on the map, but there is quite a few at Rad Resort, which is where I'm going to go to here. Now when you're at Rad Resort, you may find flamingos in a few different areas. So for example, on the map, you may find some here. You may also, there you go, there's one there. Find some over on the volleyball pitch. So we'll just have a little look here, see whether there is one sitting here. There is indeed. So pick whatever one you want. So all you need to do is lick the flamingo, so that's a square button for me, and then run it all the way back to the resort. Or you can take it on your bike. So if we want to do that, just go to an area where you want to summon your bike. So we'll do it here. I'll unlick this, summon the bike with circle, and then if I lick that flamingo here, you can go to the back of the bike, and when the back of the bike highlights red, you can pop it in there. So just unlock it when it's there, and you'll see the back of the bike will close. Then you can move this off to the main area that you need to go to, i.e. back to this area here. I'm going to try fast teleport here to see whether the item stays in the bike or not. So let's have a little look. So the bike is indeed closed. So if we hit R1 there, you can see the flamingo pinged out there. So you can actually do a bit of a fast travel here. So I'll pop it back in there so it's safe. And then I will drive off to the resort. So here we are coming into Newtown. So then just carefully drive over to where you make pizzas in here, which is over here. Just showing on the map. Just there. Bring your bike in. Now occasionally your sort of luggage can ping off in rather weird directions, so you may want to put the bike somewhere where it's pretty clear where the thing's going to ping off. So we'll go here, triangle off, and then I'll hit R2 on the back there, and you can see indeed the flamingo did ping out at a great rate of knots, but thankfully only ping there. But that is a problem with the game sometimes, so I'm just going to lick that and pop it in here, and we're going to make a pizza like we did with make some dough. So we'll make some flour. Use that to make the dough. So I'm licking there with the square button on the PlayStation. I'll lick again there. Chuck it up on here. Then you got to jump up and down on it. Lovely. There we go. Lick that. Chuck it on here. And then grab your flamingo and pop it in here. Wait a moment. So you can see we've got decoration pizza. Lick it and pop it over here. Just wait a moment. Once it's cooked, select it with the lick command and chuck it in a box. You can see I actually made some dough as well, but we're going to do this one as well. So we'll go off to our Hungry for Ornaments one. Up we go. Deliver your pizza and you get Hungry for Ornaments secret event is done. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Hungry for Veggie Flesh secret event guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. If you wander around Newtown long enough, you should find various secret events where you've got a person sitting down asking for a pizza. So you can see this one says deliver a pizza with monstroloccoli topping. So that's what we're going to look for here. And to get that, where you're going to need to go is up here to Fruitopia. So we're going to need to go to this area. To see that area, you need to unlock this radio tower here, which I show in a separate video. So have a little look at that if you need help with that. But I'm going to teleport here and then move my way to Fruitopia. So I'll see you there. Once you're at Fruitopia, just have a little look around until you find a monstroloccoli. So here's one here. So I've licked that one, and I'm just going to take them to an area where it's a little easier to handle them. Now you've got two options here. You can either run all the way back like this, or you can chuck the monstroloccoli in your motorbike storage at the back. And I think that's a little bit quicker, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll summon my motorbike. Lick the monstroloccoli, and then if you go to the back of the bike and look at the back of the bike until the little cartridge or the little sort of pack at the back highlights red, hit when you've got that, hit square or whatever button it is on your controller. So that might be, I'm trying to think what that would be on the Xbox, I don't know. So once you've got that, you can then drive your bike, and what I suggest you then do is fast travel back to the nearest radio tower, which I think is that one near Newtown. And as long as the back of your bike was locked, which it should be if you've chucked the monstroloccoli in there, you should find that it's still sitting in your bike when you are in this area. So you can see it's still locked, so that was safe. And then what I will do is I will just ride back to Newtown and we'll make this pizza. Once we're at Newtown, we come back to the pizza place, which is here on the map. So just there. Drive your bike in. We'll drag your monstroloccoli in here. And then when you've done that, you can open up the back here. So you just move to the back here. For me, it's R2. That'd be right trigger. And you can see there's the monstroloccoli, all safe and sound. So I'll grab the monstroloccoli like this and pop it in here while I make the pizza. To make the pizza, you headbutt the flour. lick the flour and chuck it in the cement mixer. Grab the dough, pop it on here. Keep an eye that monstrosity does not disappear. So if they start wandering off, you might want to just lick them like this and just put them back here. So might have to do that a couple of times. Grab your pizza, pop it on the topping-o-matic. Grab your monstrosity and then pop it in this little hole here. Wait a moment. There we go. So we got our pizza. So we got monstrosity pizza. Pop it on here. Wait a moment. When it burns, then pop it out, or rather when it sort of highlights it's cooked. And there you can see we've got the monstrosity pizza in a box by dragging it over to the serving station. Now all we need to do is go back to our customer that wanted it. And they are there. So out the pizza place here. Try running up here. I think we can get up here, this little bouncy thing. And come over to our customer like this. Hungry for veggie flesh. Secret event is done. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Hungry for Punctures secret event guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. You'll find this one in Newtown here. So as you walk around the area, some of these secret events will pop up with a possible event, but they don't show up until you walk past the actual person who wants it. So here we go with this one. So it says, deliver a pizza with spiked motorcycle wheel topping. This one's a bit of a head scratcher. Where you need to go for this one is the Hooferdome over here. So if you've unlocked this radio tower, you can speed off there, or you could just drive here either way. So I'll do that. Once you're at the Hooferdome, if you come over to this area here, and then have a little look, you've got this machine. Now, what's annoying is when you first go up to it, it says motorcycle wheel. But if you look at the right-hand side here, and then just butt it, you get different options. Armored wheel, Spikes wheel, and that's the one that we need. So when you've got that, you can come up to the button at the front and choose buy Spikes wheel. So for me, that's 5 scraps, and you hold down the triangle to do it. And there is our Spikes wheel. Now this one I don't think you can store in the bike. You can put it on the back of the bike, but then you're going to need to find a tyre when you get back to the place. So it's not too far a run though, so I'll probably run this one back. Once you're back at Newtown, bring the spiked wheel to the pizza place. So if we have a little look on the map here, we've got Newtown just there. And we need to make a pizza again. Unlick this here. Then get your flour, so you butt this, the flour will fall out. We can pop that in our mixer like so. Grab the dough. Pop it on here, and then jump up and down on it. Lick the pizza dough. Pop it on here. And then lick your spike wheel and pop it in here. Once that's on, lick the spikes wheel pizza. And then pop it in the oven. Just wait a moment. Once it's cooked and flashes, grab it and then pop it in a box. You'll then have this pizza that we need to deliver. So have a little look on the map and go back to whoever needed it. So Hungry for Punctures. And here they are over here. And Hungry for Punctures is done. If that helped you out, do give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with the game, do let me know with what, or have a little look at the playlist at the end of here for more events. If you like what I do, please hit that subscribe. That would be awesome. Thanks so much. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Hungry for Horns secret event guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. You'll find somebody who wants a pizza with rhino topping if we have a little look at the map here in Newtown. So we need to get some rhino topping. So yeah, funny enough, we need to get a rhino. And you'll find these guys all over the map in different areas. So I'll try and find one for you now, but just wander around until you find one. So I found one nice and quick. If we just have a little look on the map here. And in fact, there's 2 that are going to kick my butt now. Once you've found them, you might have to butt them a little bit just to weaken them a little bit. So once they are wiped out like that, you should be able to lick them and then move them across. Once you've got them, you can move over to your bike if you wish, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you can pop them in the back of the bike like that, and then we can drive back to where we need to be in Newtown. Well, I remember, to pop them in your bike, you have to hit square whilst looking at the little box at the back of the bike. So we're back at the pizza place here. We'll drive the bike in. So location for that is there. And I think it's generally good to leave the rhino in the bike so it doesn't charge around and wreck everything while you make the rest of the pizza. So get your flour, lick that, pop it in the mixer. Just lick that and pop it on here. Jump up and down. And then when we've got the pizza shape, just lick it like that and pop it on the topping area. Then go to your bike and hit R2, which would be right trigger on the Xbox. You may need to butt your rhino to persuade it to lie down again, so just do that. It might go crackers, but just keep doing it until it's in an area where you can actually lick it and control it. And then once you've got it, bring it back into the pizza place. And pop it in there, the topping-o-matic. Give it a second, and what you should have when you lick this is a rhino pizza. Pop that in the oven. Wait a moment until it flashes. Select it with the lick command. For me, that's square. And then you will get your pizza in a box by bringing it over here. Grab that pizza, and then have a little look where your person is who wants it. So they're over here. Select that.
Scary goats. Oh crap! Oh no! Oh crap! Put that this down. Isn't good for my aura. Put that down. Disgusting.
Here we go. And deliver the pizza. Hungry for Horns is done. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Hungry for Double Secret Event guide, I'm going to walk you through this one. You'll find it in Newtown in this area here, and it's a bit of a confusing one. It says deliver a pizza with pizza topping. You're like, what? Hungry for double. So you're like, how do I do this one? Go off to the pizza place and all will be revealed to you in this little video. Hooray! So there's the pizza place. Come in here. And what we need to do is make a pizza base twice. What? Check this out. So we headbutt to get the flour. Grab the flour with lick. Chuck it in the cement mixer. Select that with the lick command. So that's square for me. Pop it on here. And then just jump up and down on here like so until you got the pizza base. Grab that and pop it on here. Okay, now do exactly the same. So we'll do this again. Grab this. Pop it in here. Grab our dough. Just press it into a pizza shape by jumping on it. Select that, but here's the trick. You need to put that in the topping-o-matic here. So pop it in there. Wait a moment, and it will squidge that all on the pizza there. And you can see as we lick this, it's called a dough pizza. So we'll pop this in here. Just wait a minute until it flashes. There we go. And then pop it in a box. Grab your box. And bring it back to that customer. So just find them on the map. Select them like that. And make your way back.
Put that down, bucktooth.
And here we go. Hungry for Double Secret Event is done. If that helped you out, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with the game, have a little look at the playlist at the end of this video, or for anything else, do hit me up with a comment. I'll do my best to help. If you like what I do, please hit subscribe. Cheers. In this Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands Ancient Secret Event guide, I'm going to show you how to do this one. Spread around the map, you will find 3 weird looking puzzles like we see here, and you need to solve each of them to be able to finish this secret event. So what we basically got here, here's one, there's one right next to Pilgore Town, and of course we will cover the other 2 as well, but this is the first one. So you've got this little sort of cube thing here and these strange symbols here that match the cube, and what you've got to do is just roll this around until you can get it to match. So if you just keep rolling around in a circle like this, and just see if you can figure out where you need to push it to match it. And you may need to go past and back again, so I'm just having a little look here. I'm not doing very well. So I'm going to go down one and then across again. Is that going to do it? Not yet. So we'll go across. There. That looks... yes. So that's the first one. And then we do the same thing for the next one. So just keep butting it around until you solve it. So that's not going to... Oh, no, that will do it. So that's that one done. We'll then open up this area here, and it seems like nothing else happens. But if you go in here, you may find some little things like this dude here. You can just get a few scraps, and that's about it. You think, well, you got to solve another two to complete the secret event. Let's move on to the second one. So here's the second one. If we have a little look on the map, it's near the Hoover Dome. So if you unlock this radio tower, it's just to the right here. So just sitting over here. So we've got this dude here in the way. They can just generally stand there. We've got to do exactly the same thing again. So just move it around until you solve it. There's one. There's two. And that's not going to do that one. We were going so well there, but not quite. That will do that one though. So there we go. And again, same sort of thing. You might get a few little scraps in here. This one's not too bad. We've got quite a few scraps in this one. The last one's pretty well hidden. If we have a little look on the map, it's in this area. And if you have a little look up here, this is where we need to get to. So we're just going to run up here, and I'll show you how you drop down onto it, because it's a bit fiddly. Ooh. Ow. Up we go. Complete with electrified Pilgor. Then come up to this area. Have a little look at your map, and then just highlight where you need to go so you can see exactly. Whereas I think it's about there. Yep. And then we can drop down onto it. Then we need to solve the puzzle in exactly the same way as we did before. There's one. Two. You can see this one, we've got to do 4 of them. 3. And 4. Ancient Secret is completed. So if we have a little look in here, we can get ourselves a bit of gear. Woohoo! That's a pretty cool one. Teuton Pilgor. I like that one. Very cool. So if we have a little look at the gear, and then have a little look at the ability, turn people into followers. Use circle to command them. And see if this works. So quite handy this one, so we can command them. And now they will follow. So there you go. That's how to do Ancient Secrets. So there you go, that's how to do the Ancient Secret event in Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands. If that helped you out, thumbs up please, much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with the game, let me know with what. Have a little look at the playlist at the end of here with lots more solutions. Cheers. There you go, that's all secret events in Goat Simulator 3 Baadlands at the time of launch. I hope you found this useful. If so, give us a thumbs up please, much appreciated. Any comments welcome. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.